I grew up driving a motorboat for as long as I can remember. Maybe I was 12 when I was allowed to take it by myself, which is not a great parenting skill, but I was given boundaries, and the boundaries were the rivers, the waterways, the smaller bodies of water. And to me, it was like fingers, and the palm of the hand was the sound. We have a massive web going on here in the Low Country. There's so many things that depend on each other to make it as beautiful as it is. Hilton Head is definitely an ecosystem. It's got so much to offer with the beach and the island. We've got the maritime forest. We have an endangered species nesting on our beaches, and that's not everywhere. The turtles are part of the environment. They have been for 80 million years. All of this that you see is part of our environment together. It's like removing a piece of a pattern. It works together. And people ask me that too. They say, well, what if the sea turtles just didn't exist? Well, what difference would it make? I compare it to a Jenga puzzle. The tower where you pull the logs out, it doesn't fall. So maybe a species goes extinct, this one you don't see. But the sea turtle's at the bottom. When you pull that one out, it's got to make a difference. When you've got a species that is so hard to recover because the age of reproduction is around 25 to 30 years old, we have to be very careful with them, because although there are thousands of hatchlings leaving the beach each summer, we don't know how many actually make it for 30 years, but we're pretty sure only 1 in 100 make it to the Gulf Stream.
I've had my share of get back up again.
It's a 3-day swim, and it's 70 miles.
I've lost count of the times that I've misread the signs, hoping that I'll find you around the bend.
They use their eyes to find the ocean.
Trying to find the end.
And when it's dark, the only way they can see it is if there's moonlight reflecting off water, and they instinctually know to go to that.
Waited in the dark for you to sparkle through that door.
But for some reason, artificial light will not let them recognize that cue.
What are you waiting for?
So I need to make sure as many of those hatchlings I can get from the hole to the water, so that we have at least a 1 in 100 chance of having that turtle get to the Gulf Stream, survive another 30 years, and then make it back to this beach. I have been so fortunate to be a part of a group that formed in 2016. And I've made such great friendships with them. Turtle trackers, they are the best. This is a group in the community that are going to do everything in their power to help me in my mission. We start May 1st. We go out onto the beach.
What took how last you made it over that kind of scars?
We look for the tracks.
The incoming track.
We make sure that there are eggs there. We mark the nest. We check them daily after 45 days. every day we're gonna check for signs of hatching. We have this GPS that we have an iPad Bluetooth connection with, and we have a map of exactly where our nests are. It's a combination of people, technology. We've got 14 miles of beach that we have to watch out for. It takes a village, it really does. And their passion is so obvious. The technology and the personal effort and passion that goes into it is what makes it successful. Sea turtles have been on the planet for 80 million years. So an animal that can survive that long, they are a keystone species. If something happens below them, they are the indicators. If the sea turtles are suffering, that means that there's a lot going on below that. If we can watch the sea turtles and monitor their health and their population, then we'll know the health of the ocean as well. I'm very hopeful for the future. I think that the younger kids now are learning way more about the environment than we did. I would love them to come back year after year and say, Amber, we remember when you told us that that sea turtle was over 30 years old, it's laying 120 eggs, and I told my mom to turn the flashlight off because that would distract the hatchlings. I think that we will have an ecotourism base that people will come back year after year. And I would love to recognize their faces and be able to ask them if they remember what I taught them.